mozzarella, ramen. Oh, this combination is gonna be epic. Is food allowed to be this good? It's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another mukbang. Today you're watching another episode of Munching Mondays, which is my mukbang series. Mukbang is an eating show. Oh! What the mother? Ah! Great. Okay, well that was awkward. Today you're watching another episode of Munching Mondays, which is my mukbang series. Mukbang is an eating show and on Mondays I do mukbang videos. So if that is your thing, then don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So today guys, I got a request, okay? I got a request to eat some tteokbokki for the next mukbang. Ooh. So I have some raboki here. So raboki is basically tteokbokki with ramen. If you don't know what tteokbokki is, it is a spicy Korean rice cake dish. It is one of the best dishes of all time. I have about 1 million tteokbokki recipes on my YouTube channel. My mouth is watering as I speak. Tteokbokki is spicy Korean rice cakes. It is a very popular Korean dish and it's made of Korean rice cakes, which are like chewy, doughy, delicious things in like a spicy sauce. It's so good. So I thought, hey, that sounds like a great plan, especially since I just did a special tteokbokki recipe video using rice paper. So normally tteokbokki uses Korean rice cakes, again, which is like specifically made in Korea and it's like very chewy and delicious and dense. And it's really tasty. But there's also been a really trendy recipe going around, which basically uses Vietnamese rice paper, okay? Those dry pieces of rice paper that you told yourself you're gonna make some salad rolls with, but you never did, and they've been sitting in your pantry for the last few months. That. So it uses the Vietnamese rice paper, you roll it up, and then you make it into Korean rice cakes or rice cakes. And it's like a different chew and it's delicious. So we're gonna eat it. So I made some just now and I also added some ramen noodles. So this is actually called raboki. Raboki is when you actually add ramen into your tteokbokki. Oof, guys, look at that. Oh my god. And I also made like little dumplings because I made this like dumpling mix. So I threw those in there and I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry. So let's chat in a little bit, but first let's have some bites. Ooh, look at that ramen. Oh my god, look at that. Come on. Oh, it's so good. Come on. I'm gonna get a rice cake. I think the first bite has to be the rice cake. I added some vegan hot dogs. It's so good. Oh, by the way, if you want this recipe, I'll link my recipe video down below. This one is with seaweed. There's some nori inside of these. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. Now let's get into one of the dumplings. So this one has like a, ooh, I think it broke, but it's a gigantic dumpling thing that I wrapped with the rice paper, but there's like a tofu dumpling stuffing inside and ooh, it is breaking. Let me just put it into my little plate. I'm just gonna, I guess I'll just have to break it up and eat it. So I also wrapped that in seaweed as well. So that's the black part that you're seeing here. Might be too hot. Guys, this is like pure heaven. Pickled radish. Oh my god, this dumpling, even though it's broken, it's so good. As usual, I got my bubbly. Guys, I need to get a soda stream. A lot of you guys commented in my last mukbang saying the soda stream is awesome. So once I get a soda stream, I can stop wasting all these cans. Ah, you know what I also have? I have some vegan mozzarella sticks. Wow, the lighting is just way too harsh. But I got like 3 left in the freezer, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna dip these in the tteokbokki sauce. Here you go. Mozzarella, ramen. Oh, this combination is gonna be epic. Is food allowed to be this good? I put some purple cabbage. And king oyster mushrooms. Guys, seriously? You gotta try this. I don't think I know anybody that doesn't like tteokbokki. It's seriously one of the best things ever. Okay, let's grab one of these seaweed wrapped ones. So guys, how you guys doing? Are we ready for end of summer? I know some people don't like summer. They're like, oh my god, I don't like summer. I feel like it depends on where you live, you know? Where I live, summer is absolutely fantastic. It doesn't get too hot, although this summer it's been a bit, you know, questionable. Thanks to climate change, yay! We have another broken dumpling. But anyway, where I live, because I live in Canada, it's only warm like a couple months out of the year. So I very much enjoy summer. Although this year, I think this is the first year that I really feel like I'm feeling, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, I really feel like I'm feeling the effects of like climate change. Like it's actually happening. Like I feel like we're doomed. I don't know. Are we feeling doom and gloom or are we feeling optimistic? Tell me. I mean, look at that. Like I'm trying not to feel doom and gloom, but literally every day there's like some kind of disaster, you know? And I think everyone's just like confused as to like, what is the solution? Tell me like how you've felt the impacts of climate change where you live, if you have felt it. Because here, what we're noticing is, I think the less dramatic things would be like our winters are seemingly a little bit warmer. I think last winter was quite warm. We only had a very short time frame of like extreme cold, which is like -30, which happens like in Canada. -30 degrees Celsius is not uncommon. It is actually very normal during the winter time. But this year, it was like most of January was quite warm, which, I mean, when you're living it, you're like, ooh, yay, it's not that cold. But then if you actually think about what it means, it's a little bit scary, right? Like, it's great that like I can walk around without a giant parka on in January, but it's also concerning. So that's like the least extreme. But this year we're seeing like wildfires, like so much more than like usual. And a lot of them happen in British Columbia, which is the province next to me. And then the wildfires are so strong that the what do you call it? The smoke comes all the way here. So it becomes really like smoky. And that's been happening, I think, for the last few years. But this year has been, I think, the most extreme in terms of it's been happening so much more frequently. So that's that. Another thing that's happening is like extreme weather. For example, this year, Canada, a place in Canada got the highest temperature on record. It was like 49 degrees or something, which is, I mean, we're in Canada, like we're known to be cold, right? Like, yes, we do get 4 seasons, and yes, it does get hot, but not like this year. Like this year has been a lot of heat waves, not just in that area, but also where I live. There's been record temperatures, and it's just been crazy. I moved here when I was 8 years old, okay? Long time ago. And the thing is, we didn't even need a fan. Like, our family did not need a fan until, I think, like a few years ago, because it was never like super hot. Like it would get hot, but not like super hot ever. And even if it did get super hot, it would be like a day or something. But then we got a fan, I think, the last few years. And now I'm like, okay, definitely need an AC. Now I'm feeling like every place needs to have, you know, air conditioning, which is something like unheard of, you know? A lot of places in Canada don't have air conditioning because we didn't need it for so long. So yeah. It's scary, guys. What do we do? People, what do we do? Do you ever sometimes wish you didn't care? You know? Sometimes I think, you know, ignorance is bliss, you know? I'm like, maybe it would just be easier if I was one of those people that just like remained ignorant on this topic and didn't care or was even in denial. You know, what I would give to be in that brain, you know, to be in denial, so far in denial. At least you would have some kind of like, I guess, peace in mind in a way, because you're not worried about these things. I don't know what's better. Well, I'm getting full. I'm gonna finish this little mozza stick with, God, I'm really bad at chopsticks for an Asian person. Let's do the seaweed one. Let's do a bit of the noodles. Ooh. We've got matzo stick, seaweed rice cake, some noodles, and I want a little hot dog. Boop. Look at that. Ah! All right. Let's see if my tiny mouth can fit this. Mmm. 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 Whew. Guys, that is so good. Why do I feel like I finished this mukbang way too fast? You guys, I eat way too fast. What do I do? That was just so good though. Like I couldn't stop. And even though I'm full, I kind of want to eat more, but I will stop because I'm way too full. Anyway, this climate change thing has definitely been on my mind. And I know it's on a lot of people's minds. So yeah, what do we do, guys? Tell me, is there a solution? Like, are we too late? Like, what's going on? The sad thing is, I mean, this is like the least of the problems, but I remember when I was younger, I really wanted to live by the ocean. I always I love the ocean. I love the beach. I love the sea. I love it. So I always wanted to live like, you know, get a nice house by the ocean, you know, ocean view home. And that dream went to shit pretty quickly when I realized that climate change is definitely a problem and I don't really want to be by the ocean. I mean, I want to be, but I'm too scared to be by the ocean because I feel like something's gonna happen. That's like a legitimate fear that I have. So I definitely now don't want to live by the ocean because I'm scared of that. Yeah, and now like every time I think about, oh, like, do I want to move this place? Do I want to live here? I think like, is it going to be a good idea because of climate change? I always think about that now. So I don't know if that's something that you guys think about, but that's definitely something that I think about. Anyway, guys, sorry to depress you, okay? But it's on my mind. Oh, I think the reason why it's on my mind today especially is because there was another fire nearby. This time it was in our province. I don't really know exactly what happened, but there was a fire pretty close to where we are, like an hour drive, an hour and a half drive. And apparently it's like a man-made fire, but what was the issue? The reason why I think it became bigger than it would have been is because it's been really dry here as well. So there's been very little rain. It's been really dry. So I think it probably exacerbated the problem. So now this morning I woke up and it was so smoky outside. It literally, like, not even just outside actually. I was at my parents' house this morning and in the home, it smelled like campfire inside the home, which means it was pretty bad. So outside definitely smelled like campfire. Like it was like straight up campfire. And that's not good. You know, that really messes up the air quality. And yeah, it's not good for your health to breathe in that kind of fire, like smokiness. So I think that's why it's on my mind. Like, again, it's happened again. We've had issues like for the past few weeks because of the wildfires in BC. And then it was clear for a little bit and then all of a sudden another fire. So I know that like where I live, we're still lucky compared to a lot of other places. Like seeing so many disasters happen around the world is just so devastating and I can't even imagine what that is like. Like I get scared with, you know, wildfire near me, but like just seeing like all the flooding and all the fires and just craziness is like, you know, is it gonna stop? Like, are we gonna, what's gonna happen? Like, do we have to go to Mars? Like, what's going on? Anyways, yeah. If you guys wanna, you know, chat longer, if you wanna hear me talk more, then definitely check out my podcast with my friend Daniel. We chat about this stuff. We chat about issues, trending topics, and all that stuff. So check out our podcast. It's called The SaVeg Podcast. I'll link it down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, of course, give it a big thumbs up. And if you need the recipe for this, again, I will link the video down below. Definitely try this out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!